Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Leslie, aka Coach Leslie, and I'm an empowerment coach all about self-love and the power of God. Please, if you haven't, please click the subscribe button and let's get into this video. So I'm going to talk about how to be a high value woman. Do you know how to be a high value woman? You exist. That's it, y'all. You just exist. That's it. Just kidding. Well, partially. That's a part of it. A part of being a high value woman is existing, right? Because you are dope just as you are, right? So I wanted to do this topic because I've done this topic on my blog, on my website, and I will link it below. And I've gotten a lot of comments. I've gotten a lot of people ask this question when I've done like polls and things. So I was like, let me talk about it on the channel. You know, and being a high value woman is something that I feel like I struggled with, but I want to say it's something that I already am, and it's something that you already are. I think realizing that is the problem. Like when you don't know who you are and you don't know whose you are, you kind of forget. Like you forget these important parts about yourself and you don't move in that. And so I think a part of being a high value woman is one, knowing who you are and whose you are. And I have a video all about that called The Power of I Am. And I'm gonna also link that below where I talk about who you are in Christ. Once you know that, I'm telling you, nobody can tell you nothing. And when you on those days when you forget, I want you to go back to that video and just rewatch it. And I want you to also look up verses, Bible verses that are all about who you are in Christ. And once you really realize just how much you're worth, he died on the cross. Jesus died on the cross for you. What, sis? Listen, that's a whole life. That's serious. So don't let that be in vain. And you need to know your worth. So a high value woman knows her worth. She knows who she is in Christ, and she owns it. And there are so many benefits that come with being a high value woman, and really embracing that and walking in yourself, like your truth. And I just really felt like I wanted to come on here to talk about that. So another thing that a high value woman does is she takes care of herself. Legit. And I know that can be hard if you struggle with depression or anxiety and things like that, which is something that I struggle with. And one thing that my therapist has told me that, I'm gonna be real, has helped me is to fight. So on days when I feel extremely tired and I don't like doing basic things, like going in the shower feels like a lot of work because I'm exhausted emotionally and mentally, I fight. I push myself to do those things, those little things, like doing my hair, you know, washing my hair, which we know that ain't little. That take, when you natural, that take all day. That take, let's be real, that's all day. But I do it because I want to feel better about myself and the temple that God blessed me with, and I want to take care of it. You know, if we want to show that we care about something and show that it has value, we take care of it. Think about it. Somebody got that Louis Vuitton bag, that's like high value, right? You ain't gonna just throw it around and not take care of it. You are gonna take care of that like your life depends on it, because it was very expensive. And you, sis, you are beyond expensive. You are worth so much more than rubies. So we're gonna treat ourselves that way, and so a part of doing that is taking care of ourselves. So that's basic grooming, that's doing our hair, that's taking showers, making sure we smell good. I got a video on smelling good too, right? It's making sure we eat. There were so many times, and I even struggle with this now, where I will go a whole day working straight, killing myself, and not eat. What? Like, no job is worth me not eating. Like, I need sustenance. Unless I'm fasting, I should be eating. And like, this is like legit a whole comment for myself, because I struggle with this. Like, it'd be like, wait, you went from what time to what time? Take a break, eat, please eat. And what are you putting in your body? So I had to, this year I've been taking more, like looking more into what I've been putting into my body. I tend to eat really bad, or I would say I used to eat really badly, and I have been slowly but surely incorporating different steps into my diet. So for me, I'm actually on a vegan diet only for a few months, but that, do you know how hard that is to go from someone who eats meat and fish and junk food to just going straight to just all vegetable plant-based products? Whoa, it's hard, but I felt I needed to do it because my father has heart disease and it is in my family, and I was like, I don't want that to happen to me. And so that meant I had to make lifestyle changes and take better care of me and what I'm putting in my body. So one of my tasks for this coming week is to make sure that I'm eating unless I'm fasting. So take care of your body, and that might mean working out as well. So I don't know your physical like where you are physically, if you have any type of ailments or anything like that, because I know for myself I have a herniated disc, so I have to be careful with the things that I do. So if you, I will say I suggest taking a walk. It's been hot as hell out here in LA. I'm not gonna lie, like it has been hot. I'm hot right now. I have the air on just to film this video. But taking a walk, maybe when the sun is starting to go down, not by yourself, you know, if that's possible, or earlier in the morning, watching a video in your house, doing a YouTube workout, whatever you need to do to kind of take care of yourself and get your body moving. This is something I gotta do. I gotta take advice here, right? And then another part of being a high value woman and how to do that is having standards. Oh my gosh, please have standards and please stick to them. Do not bend your standards just because somebody cute. Like, I seen this meme that really had me laughing. It was like something about treating, like really teaching your daughter her worth so that she doesn't get excited when somebody's son trying to take her to Miami. Listen, somebody dusty son, listen, we not getting hype off of basic stuff. We're not. You know why? Because we know our worth. We have standards, and we don't lower them just because you have a nice smile. It's kind of like those commercials that they had called Now What. So something would happen to someone's car door, like it would get like hit off, and it would be like, now what? It's the same thing, like, so you're cute, what else? What is your fruit? For me, my standards are tied to your fruit. Are you really a Christian man? Are you really a godly man? Are you really about that life? If you're not about that life, it's not going to work for me, right? So you have to have your own standards. What is that for you? And the reason you have standards is because that is all about respect. A high value woman respects herself. You can't respect yourself if you don't have standards, if you don't have boundaries. That's another one. Please have boundaries. Say no to certain things. You know, that is different for each person, right? But there are some things, it should be universal. If you don't communicate with me on a consistent basis, it's a deal breaker for me. I don't have to explain myself. It's my boundary. Pay attention to when someone shows you who they are. Believe them. Please, sis, have standards, boundaries. And it's not just in relationships, right? We're talking about being of high value regardless, period, in life. To draw certain experiences to you. I think when you are high value, so you take care of yourself, people notice that. You are more likely to get a job if you come into a job interview dressed the part. That's just a given. It's not about just vanity. It's about taking care of yourself, right? If you also have standards and things that you don't tolerate, it shows, oh wow, this person respects themselves. I cannot walk over them. So that's going to help you in a work environment because you can speak up for yourself, and there are things that you're just like, nope, that's not for me, right? Also, a high value woman cares about her healing, about emotional healing. She does what is necessary to get through those things that may be holding her back from where she needs to be. So whether that is therapy, getting closer to God, talking to someone, she is a person who cares about herself and her spiritual growth and moving forward. And in order to do that, she knows that she has to take responsibility. She doesn't act like a victim anymore. She takes hold of the things that she knows she needs to change, and she does the work in whatever way that may look like. A high value woman demands respect. And if someone respects you, they value you, right? And a high value woman, she has her own life. She has her own interests. She is interesting. She is really, like, she may read books. It doesn't have to be reading, right? But she does these things. She educates herself on things going on in the world, or she has hobbies. She has things that she loves to do. She has passion. She pursues purpose. High value women are tied to purpose. Are you pursuing your purpose? Are you trying to figure out your purpose? And if you are struggling with figuring out your purpose, I would love to help you. You can email me at leslie@selfloveempowers.com. But yes, a high value woman, she has interests. She has things that she is doing. She is learning every day because she cares about her mind and just really having a fulfilled life and fulfilling the purpose that God has for her in her calling, right? So a high value woman, she has interests. She takes care of herself. She has standards and boundaries. And last but definitely not least, a high value woman is not always available. Listen, we talk about this in my pick me video. When we are just available to anybody and anything at any time, they take advantage of you. They think, oh, this person ain't got nothing to do, so I'm just gonna put something on their calendar last minute because they're not doing anything anyway, right? No. When you have standards and boundaries, you're going to end up really valuing your time, and you won't let people just come in out of nowhere and make last minute plans, because that means they don't respect you or your time. You are of high value. They need to respect your time if they want to have any of it, right? They need to give you notice. They need to plan. And if you're available all the time, that means that you don't have your own interests. That means you're not focused on purpose. That means that you just sitting around not doing what you need to be doing, sis. And that's not what this is about. High value women, they move in purpose, or they try at least to figure it out, right? They also exude value by knowing their worth, knowing who they are in Christ, which is the most important tip that I have included in this video. So that is how to be the high value woman that you were born to be, that you already are. Now you just have to embrace it. I hope you enjoyed this video, sis. Please connect with me on social media at Self Love Empowers, and check out my website at selfloveempowers.com. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.